Hello, everybody, and welcome. Zasillygoose here, and welcome to another deck tech. As you can see by the name up here, it's Abzan Walkers. Insert Walk This Way. This is a Planeswalker deck at its heart, utilising the two new Planeswalkers, Professor Darian Fell and Ral Zarek, Guest Lecturer. They're padded out with other Planeswalkers like Ajani, Elspeth, Liliana, and a single Kaya. They all come together in this just basically removal dense shell to grind out games, basically. We are inevitable. I'll start off with the Planeswalker suite. You probably know what Professor Darian Fell does already, but he's a 5-mana Planeswalker. You can +2 him, 0 him, -3, or -6 to ultimate him, and you can ultimate him the turn after he comes down if you plus him. So he starts on 5, you can plus him up to 7, you can minus him down to 6, which is kind of what this deck is going for. That's why I'm here. The single Kaya is just there to put some more tokens on the field, and it can exile creatures as well. It's just a single copy of it, usually comes out in the board. Ral Zarek is a good 3-mana walker that makes our opponents discard, or we can surveil to get something back, or to see how we're getting on. Sorry, we don't really have any creatures in the deck, so the -2 is pointless. The Ajani is the 3-mana Ajani. We can plus him to get tokens, or we can minus him for removal. So again, he's just a good all-round Planeswalker to have for us. The 3 of Elspeth is the kind of finisher in the deck, you know, the 5-mana Elspeth. She creates double tokens for us, and she makes our team swole, so we like to see her. And then, capping off the Planeswalkers, we have a 2 of Lily, Liliana, Dreadful General, 6 mana for a 6-mana for a 6 loyalty Planeswalker, and we can plus her to get tokens. We can minus her for each player sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice, or we can ultimate her, which is each opponent chooses a permanent they control for each other permanent type, sacrifice the rest. And whenever a creature dies, she draws a card. So again, she's more of a game changer too. The package, you might be able to see the Furdock core in here. That's because we are going for the Unholy Annex. It's our main card draw engine, and we want to be getting those life pings off after we've ultimated a Professor Darian Fell, which I think you do see in one of the example games, but the Furdock core allows us to push on to these bigger Planeswalkers, but also gives us that demon that we need for Unholy Annex. We have a Terminus of Return in here, just a single copy, just to help us along with our mana. The Virtue of Persistence is an interesting card that I want to bring up. It's removal on one half and recursion on the other. Goes quite well with the Ral and the fact that we're just sweeping our opponent's board. And there's been a couple of occasions in the example games where this has been very useful to have. We have 2 of Authority of the Council in the deck to slow our opponents down and again gain life if we have Darian Vizel on the field. We've got 3 of Erode because it's the best removal spell in standard at the moment. We've got 2 Duress to compete with other Planeswalker decks and get Bitter Triumphs and things out of people's hands. We've got 3 Get Lost to deal with, again, opposing Planeswalkers, as is Erode, by the way, as well as creatures and enchantments. A Bitter Triumph again, or 2 Bitter Triumphs again to deal with Planeswalkers as well as creatures. We've got 2 Ang's Iceberg in the main deck to deal with pretty much everything else. It's non-land permanent. We've got a single Beseech the Mirror, because why have 3 copies of Professor Darian Fell when you can have 4? Or same with Ral Zarek or Ajani or whoever, you know. Why have 1 when you can have more than 1? So we can often bargain this for its full cost and just put a Professor Darian Fell straight into play. It's one of my favourite little interactions in the deck, and I love it. You will see it a couple of times in these example games. We've got 2 Villainous Wrath as our standard sweeper of choice, because it, again, makes our opponent lose life. We're trying to get there. And that's about it. The lands in the deck are pretty standard. 3 plains, 3 swamps, 2 verges, 4 Godless Shrine, 1 Restless Fortress, 1 Shattered Sanctum, 3 Overgrown Tomb, 1 Restless Cottage, 1 Restless Prairie, 2 Temple Garden, and 2 Starting Town. And the sideboard, we've got 1 more Authority of the Councils to bring up to 3, 2 more Duress to fill out the playset. Authority of the Councils comes in against aggro and creature heavy decks. Duress comes in against other control decks and Planeswalker decks. Rest in Peace is just, like I keep saying, the best piece of graveyard hate that we have in standard at the moment, and it comes in against graveyard decks. Die, Lie, Indoctrination is in here because we can make our opponents discard in the mirror match, or we can Earthbend 2, which is putting creatures on the field to try and win the game. We've got a single Cease and Desist for artifact and enchantment matchups, as well as graveyard matchups. We've got 2 more Ang's Iceberg to fill out the playset because it's just a great spell. We've got 2 Split Up to bring in case we need more removal against aggro, and then as well as a single Deadly Cover-Up. Deadly Cover-Up also allows us to take something out of their deck, but so does Ancient Vendetta, which is a card I've brought in because we're so grindy that 4 mana isn't much to just take their win con out of their deck, so that's why it's in here. So yeah, thank you. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button, of course. This is streamed live on Twitch, so you might hear me talking to other geeslings in the chat. So if you want to check me out on Twitch, the links are down in the description. I'm on TikTok as well for those shorts. So without further ado, thank you very much and enjoy the games. Bye. Brilliant. Magenta. They are choosing whether to play first. They obviously play first. Yep. Duress turn 1, but nothing else. Do we bank on drawing lands? Sure. Why not? Best of 3 for a reason. Turn 1 Duress, see what's going on over there. Appers. Hey! I've got a bigger apper than you, bro. I've got Battle Apper. Ooh, Llanowar Elf. Okay. We do draw a second land, which is amazing. Wither Bloom Charm can go. Baslan Scavenger. So this is the new... Oh, they're playing Abzan too. Nice. Hello. Nice. Nice deck. We cannot kill that with the Vicious Wrath, but we can erode it. So I think that's what we're going to do here. We can't afford to keep taking one. Or four. We need to keep drawing cards. I am considering taking the Caretaker's Talents out for Unholy Annexes, and maybe moving more towards that kind of demon style. They've only got 2 cards in hand. We do draw another land. Shall we hold on to this Virtue? Yeah. They've got enough mana now that it doesn't really matter. If we're wasting it on a Llanowar Elf, they might have something else to play that's a bit better. We've got nothing to do... Oh, we've got Ang's Iceberg, actually. So we've got nothing to do with an opposing Professor. We do draw a 4th land. So let's play that tapped and play Caretaker's Talent. What are you going to do, birdie? Nothing. Nothing at all. Ned Flanders, nothing at all. Shadowy Backstreet, yeah. You've got a lot to figure out there. Oh, bit of Triumph, you fool. Maybe they've got a bit of Triumph in hand. We will find out, won't we? Let's draw a card and gain 3 life. Not draw a card and gain 3 life, but let's put it up to... Let's gain 3 life. Bit of Triumph from hand. We should have drawn a card, but life is important in this moment. What you're going to do, thinking long and hard, yeah, is a bit of Triumph. They discard their land card, okay? What have you top decked? We don't know. Maybe another bit of Triumph. We do draw our 5th land, so let's play Elspeth. If it is another bit of Triumph, make them have it. Make them have it. We'll create 2 1/1s, draw a card from the Caretaker's Talent. Is it another bit of Triumph? Oh my god, it is, lol. Okay, fair enough. Well, we will draw a card. It is an Overgrown Tomb. Kasi Revenant, okay? Kasi Revenant. We can kill that with the Virtue. Then we can start getting shit back. With the Virtue, we will kill the Llanowar Elf. Because we will be taking this off the board. Terminus. Nice. Let's play Terminus of Return. And then let's kill the Kasi Revenant. Time is on our side. We've got the Ang's Iceberg for an opposing Planeswalker. We don't have the mana for it now. Surveil 1. Keeping it on top? They do. I wonder what it could be. Right, let's play a Virtue. See what we can grab out of their yard. What do we want? Probably the Vastland Scavenger. Twilight Diviner, nice. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, though. Nice. Whenever one or more other creatures you control enter, if they are entered from the graveyard. Ooh. Okay. What do we want to take? Target opponent reveals their hand. Have they got anything in hand? They don't. Let's get the Scheming Silvertongue. Let's beseech. What are we going to use to beseech? Let's just sack the Terminus. Yeah. Do we sack the Caretaker's Talent? No, let's sack the Terminus. We don't need the Terminus. Go and get a Professor Dillion Fell. We will gain 3 life. And we will Ang's Iceberg the Twilight Diviner, because I feel like we are in the Ascendancy now. Yep, prepared, lovely. Oh, Cauldron of Essence, nice. Nice. Sacrifice a creature, okay, they need to sack a creature for it. Let's get the Kasi Revenant out of the yard. A bit of Triumph, lovely. Let's Sign in Blood. Draw 2 cards. Another Caretaker's Talent. Let's -6 Professor Zare. Gain some life. And sure, we'll leave it at that. Did our opponent mulligan? They scoop. Lovely. Well, that was a pretty good example. Wow. Oh, did they scoop? Well, I went through all that, and they scooped anyway. Well, there you have it, folks. The deck is rage baity enough for people to quit after the first game. We will play first, always. Oh yeah, I'm not going to keep a 1 lander there. Sure, we'll get rid of the Lily. Hello. Temple Garden, pay 2 life. Although we probably shouldn't have, that probably wasn't correct. Paying 2 life. We do draw another land, which is lovely. I'd like 1 more, please, deck. Actually, I'd like 2 more for Villainous Wrath. We're playing against some sort of mono-blue. Ooh, Mischievous Mystic. We will erode that. We don't have the mana yet for Villainous Wrath, so we need to keep creatures off the board. in an attempt to survive. And we'll survive. Ah, we cannot play Ral, which is upsetting. We might be a little bit screwed here. Game 1, at least. Lord Nick. Simulacrum. Nice. Mono blue Simulacrum. Bandit's Talent. Oh, we'll take a Bandit's Talent. Discard a card, please, good sir. Please and thank you. They discard a Appa's Journey, or whatever it is. Ang's Journey. Ooh. Whenever you sacrifice this, good game. Sure, it does look like a pretty big good game here. Add each artifact you control. Yeah, we are pretty screwed here, I think. Let's play Professor Delian Fell. We will destroy target creature. I don't think... I mean, the Villainous Wraths are good for this matchup in the longer run. They're running out of cards. I put a cease and desist in here, didn't I? Not a cease. So we will definitely bring that in. Sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. Maybe you sacrifice... Oh, what does it say? Maybe sacrifice, pay 2. Fog Bank. Okay. Interesting. Nice. Nice. Well, we will get another mana. We will gain 3. And we will pass on over. Because the Professor lives through the construct, unless it gets, I guess +1/+1 for each artifact. Swinging on in. Sure. Yep. We just need to live. Are they just going to keep doing this? Yeah, they are. Draw a card, yeah. Nice. That's a pretty good little card there. Well, we will start making them discard cards. Let's draw a card. Hopefully it's a land, so we can... No, it's another Ral. Okay, so we will play Ral. Since... Discard a card, please, good sir. Again. I might build a mono-black discard deck. Because Bandit's Talent and Ral Zarek are a really good combo. Return... If it was attacking, create it. Okay. Sure. Discard a card still, please. We're still going to lose this, but... Hopefully they attack the Planeswalkers and not us. Okay, another one of these. Yep. Yep. Again, hopefully they attack the Planeswalkers and not us. They do indeed. Shh, let's keep the Professor alive, this one. Let's keep the Professor alive. I don't care about the Ral, I've got another Ral. If they've got a counter spell, we'll make them have it. Lovely. They're gonna be able to keep drawing cards though. Pretty sharpish. Hopefully they'll play another artifact. It's only 12, sure. Oof. Yep, sacrifice it, draw a card. Are you going to pay 2? You are. Okay, that leaves us free to cast... Well, we need to draw a land first. We do not draw a land. Let's play the core. This is not good. Make them discard that. And then, yeah, let's pay 6. I think we're just dead, actually. Depending on how many more they play. How many more artifacts they play. 6, 12, 18, yeah, we're dead. Oh no, they're attacking the... You do know if you just attack us, we're dead, right? Are they just doing the math now? Okay, yeah, we would have been dead, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna... Yeah, yep. I still think we have a very small shot here. Drawing a card, yeah. Just gonna pay. Nice deck, bro. I like this. Simulacrum Synthesizer, yeah, good game. Nice deck. Good game. I still think we have a chance. I still think we have a chance. Assuming this isn't a counterspell. Counterspell? Counterspell after all that? No! Oh, down to 7. Yep. We've got another Villainous Wrath if the board gets untidy again. Yeah. And that Mischievous Mystic, yeah. Repeating the same effect, sure. Yeah, get yourself 5 or more creatures on the battlefield, please. That would be so sweet. Do you play any counter magic in this deck? Well, we will attempt it again. Nice. Good game. Counterspell. Ah, nice. Nice. Good game. That was so close. That was a very good game. That was so close. Ah. Well, okay. We get another win. even though we lost. Task failed successfully. Yeah. Task failed successfully. I'll take it. Tater Tots 666. Great name. It doesn't really do enough, but I'm going to keep it. Hello. Good game. Beach ball. I love it. Cavern of Souls. What did you choose? Dinosaur. Nice. We will put down Godless Shrine first, because I feel like we're going to need to deal with some creatures. A Villainous Wrath is lovely to see. We have to get there first. Human. Intrepid Paleontologist. Okay, that's not the worst creature that we're going to see, so we'll hold on. Bandit's Talent. Discard a card for me, please, good sir. If you could do that. I'm definitely going to build a discard deck, actually. I try and build a discard deck every season. Ooh. A Hulking Raptor. That means they've got another one. Lots of Cavern of Souls. Pugnacious Hammerskull. An Unholy Annex. Okay, well, we need to draw another land. So let's kill the Pugnacious Hammerskull. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be fast enough still. If this Beseech the Mirror was a Get Lost, I would feel a lot more comfortable. Okay, Polani's Hatcher. Ugh. Nice. This is a bit sucky. We need to bring in some 3-mana sweepers. I do apologise. Nice. We do draw it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it at the beginning of combat on your turn if you control 1 or more eggs? Yeah, that's just game over. Good game. There's nothing we can actually do there. They've got us on board. Oh, again, they scoop? Huh? Okay. What is going on today? They just let me have a game? Interesting. Okay, I've never seen that before. Good game. Nice. Did you mean to do that? Much obliged. Okay, Ixalani's thingy. Right, let's Godless Shrine. And then pass. Totally tabula. Nice deck. We'll give them a winky face, and then we'll say we can do this all day. I love a bit of interaction. Right, so we do draw the Planeswalker as well. This is the only one I've got, bro. Polani's Hatcher, nice. Yep. Go Ninja Go. I do apologise again. We will destroy all tapped creatures. Put them off their mana a little bit. Boo. Where's the sorry button? Oh, there's no sorry. Oh, Regal Imperiosaur. I'm fucking around with the things. We just lost. Fair. I mean, fair enough. That's a very, very fast dinosaur deck, that. Leviathan Within. Good name. Play first. Oof. We'll keep it. It's a lot of land, but I often complain about being screwed and not flooded, so... we'll play Godless Shrine tapped. Hello. Mono White. Authority of the Council's nice. We drew a land, which is upsetting. We've got enough land, thank you, deck. Badger Mole card, nice. Let's kill the Badger Mole. Let's discard one of the many land cards we've got. No, we need that. Let's discard the other Godless Shrine. Liliana, not a bad card to see. I didn't need to take the damage here. Silly Billy, but whatever. We will get a Kithkin. Yes, it's tapped, but whatever. Another land. Another Badger Mole, yep. Yep. A Ral. Interesting. Right, let's play you. Tapped, then play Ral. Discard card for me, please, good sir. Yes. Please. Thank you very much. That would be lovely. If you wouldn't mind. A Day of Judgment. I probably should have killed one of the lands with the Ajani, but that would have put them down to 2. Because they're probably going to play something massive here that we can't deal with because we don't have the mana to play. Okay, Fortune Loyal Steed is an interesting card. Nice, I was expecting like an Aurora Boroid or something along those lines. One top, one bottom. Interesting. You're going to swing into the Row? See, now I wouldn't mind seeing more lands. 4, 5. We're only one off. If Rao lives, he can help us find them, but I'd rather they have less cards in hand, to be quite honest. They're thinking long and hard about it. I don't know what they've got to think about. Swinging the Badger Mole and the Rao. Let's save the Rao. Oh, let's save the Rao. Can he click today? Virtue. Very nice. Let's play a land. Surveil 2. A Jores and an Elspeth. I don't know if the Jores is good. Let's put it in the yard. Do we want Elspeth? Of course we want Elspeth. That's a silly question. Plus Ajani. Kill the Badger Mole. Gain some life back and then sit tight. Yeah, 5 mana. You can kill the Rao. Another Badger Mole. Buried in the garden. Nice. They take the Rao. The Ajani, sorry. Let's just kill the Fortuna Royal Steed. Because I don't know what they're doing with that. Let's just kill it. You can discard the last card in your hand, please, good sir. It was a board wipe. Okay, interesting. Well, we can keep Elspeth alive. Which I would like to do. What do we draw? A Beseech. Very nice. I don't mind that at all. We will bargain it. We will sack you. And we will go and get a Professor Delian Fell. Yes, thank you very much. And we will 0 and draw a card. Villainous Wrath, okay. Not terrible. Gonna swing in at the Professor. They missed a trick making this look like the Professor. Right, okay, let's Fieldrick Call. Plus the... Yeah, you gain some life, bro. Sure. And we will draw a card again. A bit of Triumph, yeah. Sure. I'm going until I try and find a Unholy Annex. Cycle of Renewal, nice. Go and get some lands that you can't do anything with. Gonna swing? Nope. Ajani. Right, let's start getting some life. We'll start plussing. Let's play Liliana. Let's create some zombies. Sure. And let's swing in with 2 creatures. Bang, bang. And let's start the very slow clock. We managed to maintain the board enough there. They're probably going to scoop, to be honest. I probably would in this situation. There's not much they can do. If they wipe the board, we just create more tokens. Sure, the authority of the councils is a pain in the ass, but... Or are they just going to rope us? Stay silent, stay hidden. Okay, nice. And there's the Unholy Annex. Sweet, right. That's -6 Delian. Let's put some +1/+1 counters on some things. Let's create some zombies. And let's start swinging in. I don't care about the 1 damage. I do actually. Let's keep 2 blockers up. Sure, we gain 2 life. They lose 2 life. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. That's why I wanted to put this synergy in. Buster Sword. Nice. Nice. We won't kill the creature in response. Yes, we will. Pay 3 life. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Wah, wah, wah. You just gonna scoop? Yeah. Or are you just gonna rope me? You're not gonna rope me. Good boy. Good boy. Sure. Erode. Right, let's gain some life. Yeah, they lose 3. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on all of our creatures. And let's swing. Sure. Bang, 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 bang. Lovely. Right, okay. We keep. Start on Restless Prairie, I guess. We have no turn 2 play either, like Get Lost or whatever. We do now. Let's go Restless Prairie. Nothing. A fat load of nothing from our opponent. Well, we do draw our 5th land, which is the key. Loot. I think not. Authority of the Councils. Right, let's just kill the loot. Yeah, sure. Another land. Not really what I want to be seeing, thank you, deck, but they are passing on through. Have they added another land? We've only drawn land so far. Let's just play Restless Fortress. Have they brought blue in? Or did they have blue before? I'm such a dum-dum. Oh, Valkyrie's cool. Well, we will Ang's Iceberg that, definitely. Okay, a split up. Not great, but not terrible either. Let's start swinging in. Switching Doll, okay. Sacrifice this creature. Each counter on this creature. Okay, yeah. You fool, you should have done it again. Do we have enough mana to do this? We do. Right, let's Professor Darian Zell. Let's Virtue of Persistence the Twitching Doll. And let's gain some life. Because then we can minus him next turn. Fortuna Loyal Steed is their 3-drop. Yep. Scry 2. Restless Prairie is a 3-3. It's a 1-4, okay. I was going to say, are we going to erode this Fortuna? Probably not. Probably, actually, because we want to defend the Professor. That's 4 mana. That's 4 mana, okay. We will hold fire. Well, with the emblem, every time they play a creature now, they're going to take a damage. Buried in the Garden. Nice. What are you going to take? I take the Authority of the Councils, personally. You're going to take the Darian. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Hole Creeper. Okay. Did they cut all the Badger Moles? You don't swing. Okay. Well, let's play Virtue then. So we can start grabbing some of their creatures. Loot. We can actually activate Loot as well. Lol. We can activate Loot the turn we play him. No, we can't. We haven't got enough green mana. Silent Hole Creeper, sure. Yep, you take damage. Do you realise the problem you're in now, buddy? Oh, what the fuck is this? Homunculus Horde. Whenever you draw your second card, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Okay. Let's bring back the Loot. Sure. Godless Shrine. Tapped. Play Fidrock Core. Do you know what? I kind of want to get a thing off Loot, but there's no point. Let's just kill all the tapped creatures, because we can just get Loot back next turn anyway. It doesn't have a finality counter. So every time you play a creature, Key to the Void. Nice. Let's get Loot. Sure. Unholy Annex. Well, good game, bro. Let's swing with you. Yep, we gain a load of life. You take some life on all this shit. Yep. Yeah, this is exactly how I wanted this to go. Parfait. Parfait. Perfect. Exactly how I wanted this game to go. Exactly how I wanted this deck to go, to be honest. Now that I've refined it into shape. Gonna rope me. I thought more highly of you, Leviathan, within.